We'd like you to return to Skaro at a point in time before the Daleks evolved.
Do you mean avert their creation?
This will be a moment that will live in history.
They're primitive, but undeniably a Dalek.
You're mistaken. It's a Mark III travel machine.
The supreme creature, the ultimate conqueror of the universe, the Dalek program. We obey. Exterminate!
Ah. Welcome, Doctor.
What's going on? Don't you realize how dangerous it is to intercept a transmat beam?
Oh, come, Doctor. Not with our techniques. We Time Lords transcended such simple mechanical devices when the universe was less than half its present size.
Look, whatever I've done for you in the past, I've more than made up for. I will not tolerate this continual interference in my life.
Continual? We pride ourselves we seldom interfere in the affairs of others.
Except mine.
You, Doctor, are a special case. You enjoy the freedom we allow you. In return, occasionally, not continually. We ask you to do something for us.
I won't do it. Whatever it is, I refuse.
Daleks.
Daleks. Tell me more.
We foresee a time when they will have destroyed all other life forms and become the dominant creature in the universe.
That's possible. Tell on.
We'd like you to return to Skaro at a point in time before the Daleks evolved.
Do you mean avert their creation?
Or affect their genetic development so that they evolve into less aggressive creatures.
That's feasible.
Alternatively, if you learn enough about their very beginnings, you might discover some inherent weakness.
All right. Just one more time.
You'll do it.
Yes. If you'll let me have the space-time coordinates, I'll set the TARDIS for Skaro.
There's no need for that, Doctor. You're here. This is Skaro.
What?
We thought it would save time if we assumed your agreement.
What's this?
A time ring. It will return you to the TARDIS when you've finished here. There's just one thing.
What's that?
Be careful not to lose it. That time ring is your lifeline. Good luck, Doctor.
Just a moment. Don't just disappear! What about Sarah and Harry?
Doctor! Doctor!
Ah, there you are, Sarah.
Say, Doctor, that was a pretty rough landing. What happened?
Yes, where are we? This isn't the beacon.
No, there's been a slight change of plan. This is Skaro.
I said, it's gunfire.
Heavy artillery.
Doctor, it's getting closer!
It's a creeping barrage. Get down! Something's annoyed them! My friend and I are not from your planet.
Aliens?
Humans. Well, I am, anyway.
I've heard Davros say there is no intelligent life on other planets. So either he is wrong or you are lying.
We are not lying.
And Davros is never wrong about anything.
Really must be exceptional. Even I am occasionally wrong about some things. Who is this Davros?
Our greatest scientist. He's in charge of all research at the bunker.
There could be mutos, Nida. Intelligent mutos who've developed a technology.
Tell me, what exactly are mutos?
Mutos are the scarred relics of ourselves. Monsters created by the chemical weapons used in the first century of this war. They were banished into the wastelands where they live and scavenge like animals.
In other words, genetically wounded.
We must keep the Kaled race pure. Imperfects are rejected. Some of them survive out there.
That's a very harsh policy.
It's horrible.
Your views are not important. General Raven, I'll take these two back to the bunker for interrogation by the special unit.
They're the Army's prisoners.
Then you will release them to me. The special unit will get more out of them than your crude methods ever would.
Very well, if you insist.
I do insist, General. And I have a list of requirements here. All these items are to be sent to the bunker immediately.
I can't spare this equipment. These spare parts alone would take more than half my supply.
You'll notice the requisition is countersigned by Davros himself. If you would like to take the matter up with him.
I'm expected to fight a war without equipment. Very well, I'll have these things out to the bunker by dawn.
By midnight, General. The order specifies midnight.
By midnight.
Good. Bring the prisoners.
Ready, Davros.
Observe the test closely, my friend. This will be a moment that will live in history. Halt. Turn right. Halt. Now. Exterminate. Perfect. The weaponry is perfect. Now we can begin.
Who are you? Where are you from?
It's a long story.
Tell me.
Do you have any inkling of the theory of space dimension correlated to relative time?
Davros wishes all members of the elite scientific corps to assemble in the main laboratory immediately.
Our session will have to wait. Davros is coming.
Your chief scientist.
He is our supreme commander. When he calls a full meeting like this, he obviously has something of the greatest importance to tell us.
Well, I shall be delighted to meet him.
Stand up and keep quiet.
If I may have your attention. For some time, I have been experimenting with the Mark III project. Details and modifications will be distributed later. However, I am anxious that you should see immediately the remarkable results that I have achieved. And to that end, I have arranged this demonstration.
Dalek. Very primitive, but undeniably a Dalek.
You're mistaken. It's a Mark III travel machine.
You say so.
Halt. Turn left, move forward.
That's magnificent. He's perfected voice control.
Turn right. Move forward and circle left. You will agree, I think, that voice control represents an enormous step forward. However, the best is yet to come. Nida. Our machine is now equipped with a weapon for self-defense. Now, I am going to turn the machine over to total self-control. It will be entirely independent of all outside influences. A living, thinking, self supporting creature. Brilliant. It has detected the non-conformity. Idiots! I must exterminate! Exterminate! No! You dare to interfere. You have the audacity to interrupt one of my experiments.
But it would have destroyed him.
So you think the saving of a worthless life more important than the progress we have made? My creature showed a natural desire, an instinct to destroy, and you interceded! You will be punished for this!
Davros, I'm sorry. But I believe that these prisoners, they could be extremely valuable. By all means, when I finish my questions, let the machine do what it likes with them, but I do need to interrogate them further.
You will be punished for insubordination. In the meantime, you may question the prisoners until first light. After that, they will be used to resume the experiment. This meeting is ended.
You all right?
So I might be.
What happened?
They took down reams of notes. Every bit of scientific gobbledygook I could think of. Technical jargon that even I didn't understand.
And that'll keep their experts tied up for weeks.
Yes. And I learned a great deal more from them than they did from me.
About this bunker?
Yes.
It is underground, isn't it?
Yes. Bomb-proof. Impregnable from attack from the outside and about 3 or 4 miles from the Kaled dome.
What are they doing down here?
Well, years ago, the Kaled government decided to form an elite group. The best scientific brains in every field.
A sort of think tank?
Yes. But over the years, the elite has become more and more powerful, till now they can demand whatever they like.
Perhaps this is the tea.
There's no need to wait. I am armed. I'm sorry if they hurt you. I lacked the courage to interfere.
But you did save me from becoming the very first victim of a Dalek. Thank you.
Yes, now you used that word earlier. It had never been heard before. And yet only an hour ago, Davros announced that henceforth his Mark III travel machine would be referred to as a Dalek. Now, how could you have known that?
Well, I have an advantage in terms of time. You see, we've come here at this time because of future concern about the development of the Dalek. I think you're concerned too, aren't you?
Yes, I am concerned, and there are a few others who think the same as I, but we're powerless.
Then let us help you.
You see, we believe that Davros has changed the direction of our research into something which is immoral, evil. You see, the elite was formed to produce weapons that would end this war. We soon saw that this was futile and changed the direction of our research into the survival of our race. But our chemical weapons had already started to produce genetic mutations.
And the mutations were banished up into the wastelands.
Yes.
The mutos.
Now, Davros, he believed that there was no way to reverse this trend, and so he started experiments to establish our final mutational form. He took living cells, treated them with chemicals, and produced the ultimate creature. Come with me. Now this is what the Kaleds will become. That is our future.
You've got troubles.
You must keep moving. You must.
No.
Come on. You must. The roof slides out. We can get to it from the top of the rocket.
We've got to get across first.
We'll have to jump. Now I'll go first. You follow, and I'll catch you. Come on, Sarah. Come on! You hear me? Jump! We're nearly there. Just a bit more, and we're out on the surface of the dome and safe.
Right. Come on back down here. Now you! Come on, move! I'll get her. Oh, give me a hand. Come on! I should just slacken my grip. They say people who fall from great heights are dead before they hit the ground. I don't believe that, do you? You're going back to work. In a day or so, you'll wish I had let you drop. Right, get over.
Why are you giving us this information? You know that your own people, the Kaleds, will be utterly exterminated.
No price is too great to pay for peace. I only ask that when the war is over, I be allowed to help in the reconstruction of our planet.
We want only to see the conflict brought to an end. This formula gives you the power to bring that about.
By dawn tomorrow, our world could be at peace.
You think they believed you?
It is unimportant. They are hungry for victory. They will use the formula and fire their rocket no matter what they believe my motives to be. And when they do, Nida, when they do...
I've given orders that a barrage of shells containing the formula should begin as soon as possible. The rocket launch can begin immediately. And now, I'll arrange your safe escort out of the city.
Doctor, somehow we've got to warn Marter and the other Kaled leaders.
Yes, and we haven't found Sarah yet. Come on. Excuse me. Can you help me? I'm a spy.
That suits, Harry.
keeping us here?
Why take the trouble to move us? It's easier to leave us here.
Yes, but when it's fired, the exhaust blast will burn us up.
You all right, Sarah?
Oh, I am now. Listen, we've got to get out of here. The Thals are going to launch this rocket.
Yes, I know. Listen, I want you and Harry to go back to the Kaled dome. Harry knows the way. Tell them all we know. There's a chance that if they launch an all-out offensive, I might be able to stop the rocket.
Oh, what are you going to do?
Try to sabotage it, or at least delay it. Off you go.
Right.
Good luck.
Severin, you come with us.
Well, don't just stand there. Come on, you're free. Go now while you've got the chance. Come on!
Will avenge the annihilation of our people with a retaliation so massive, so merciless, that it will live in history. Let the vengeance begin with the death of the arch-traitor, the Thal spy, Ronson!
No! Davros!
Exterminate! Exterminate!
No!
Exterminate!
No! No!
Today, the Kaled race is ended, consumed in a fire of war, but from its ashes will rise a new race, the supreme creature, the ultimate conqueror of the universe, the Dalek! The action you take today is the beginning of a journey that will take the Daleks to their destiny of universal and absolute supremacy. You have been conditioned and programmed to complete a task. You will now carry out that program. We obey.
1,000 years of war, and now it's ended. Listen, the people, they know already. Gentlemen, there's a great deal to be done. I must speak to the people. There must be a victory parade. And as for him, he must be punished. Let us now show that whilst we were ruthless in war, we are generous in victory. Let all prisoners be freed, charges against them dropped. Issue that statement at once.
Did you have friends in the Kaled city?
Yes. Two people very dear to me. I sent them into that Holocaust.
What will you do now?
Start again. Try and find a way to complete what I set out to do and stop the development of the Daleks.
Daleks?
Yes. Machine creatures that Davros is developing. Monsters.
Davros? No, you're wrong. It was he who told us how to destroy the Kaled dome. His only interest is in achieving peace.
Let me tell you something. The Kaled government was on the point of stopping Davros' experiments. And rather than let that happen, he helped you to destroy his own race.
You'll never convince my people of that. Davros is a hero.
Yes. For how long, I wonder?
I must go. Under the general amnesty, you're free to leave whenever you want.
Thank you.
Why did you come here?
To stop the development of the Daleks.
Why?
Because having lived in what you would call the future, I have seen the carnage and destruction they have caused.
Then my Daleks do go on. They do survive.
Yes, as weapons of hate and machines of war.
Fascinating.
But there's still time to change all that. Why not make them a force for good throughout the universe?
I could do it.
Then do it. Be remembered for that.
You have seen my Daleks in battle?
Many times. I've fought against them.
And do they win? Do they always win?
Not always. They have been defeated, but never utterly defeated. The Dalek menace always remains.
If, as you say, they become the supreme creatures of war, how can they lose? How can they fail?
Misfortune, lack of information, sometimes overwhelming opposition.
Yes, but tell me, how do the Daleks fail?
No, Davros. That is a question that the future must keep secret.
What mistakes do they make? You will tell me?
No.
You will tell me?
No, I will not!
Neither. You will tell me, because you have a weakness that I have totally eliminated from the minds of the Daleks, so they will always be superior. A weakness that will make you give me the knowledge to change the future. You are afflicted with a conscience.
Not much of a fighting force.
I'm afraid my people won't be much help. They don't like fighting.
Well, at least we have weapons, and a fair amount of explosives, too.
Are you going to attack the main entrance to the bunker?
As long as there are people inside risking their lives to destroy the Daleks, that's the least we can do.
When will you attack?
As soon as we've rested and picked up any stragglers.
But they need your help now!
We must wait until we have the strongest possible force. Then we'll attack.
Let me tell you what is going to happen. You will answer my questions. You will answer them carefully and precisely. The instruments to which you are wired are particularly sensitive. They will detect instantly any attempt to lie.
And if I do lie?
If you lie, your friends will suffer. I can create in their bodies all the torments and agonies ever known.
Don't tell him, Doctor!
Now, you will tell me the reason for every Dalek defeat. With that knowledge, I will program them. With that knowledge, they will know their errors and how to avoid them. With that knowledge, there will be no defeats. We will begin.
Davros, if I tell you what you want to know, I betray millions of people in the future. I can't do that.
But you can. You will tell me. You will tell me. You will tell me. Now, future errors will be eradicated. Defeats will become victories. You have changed the future of the universe, Doctor.
I have betrayed the future. Davros, for the last time, consider what you're doing. Stop the development of the Daleks.
Impossible. It is beyond my control. The workshops are already fully automated to produce the Dalek machines.
It's not the machines. It's the minds of the creatures inside them. Minds that you created. They are totally evil.
Evil? No! No, I will not accept that. They are conditioned simply to survive. They can survive only by becoming the dominant species. When all other life forms are suppressed, when the Daleks are the supreme rulers of the universe, then you will have peace. Wars will end. They are the power not of evil, but of good.
Davros, if you had created a virus in your laboratory, something contagious and infectious that killed on contact, a virus that would destroy all other forms of life, would you allow its use?
It is an interesting conjecture.
Would you do it?
The only living thing, a microscopic organism, reigning supreme. A fascinating idea.
But would you do it?
Yes. Yes. To hold in my hand a capsule that contains such power. To know that life and death on such a scale was my choice. To know that the tiny pressure on my thumb, enough to break the glass, would end everything. Yes. I would do it. That power would set me up above the gods. And through the Daleks, I shall have that power! Release me.
No, Davros.
Don't touch that switch.
Why not?
That controls my life support systems. I could not survive 30 seconds without them.
Order the destruction of the incubator section.
Destroy the Daleks. Never.
I mean it, Davros. Next time I press that switch, it stays pressed. Now give the order.
Even if I do this, there will be no escape for you.
I'll take that chance. Now give the order.
Press the communicator switch. This is Davros. Elite Unit 7 will go to the incubator room. All survival maintenance systems are to be closed down. The Dalek creatures are to be destroyed.
Tell them the order cannot be countermanded.
This order cannot. This is Davros. This is Davros. My last order is cancelled. Repeat, cancelled. No action is to be taken.
What do you want done with this?
For the moment, he must be kept alive. He has knowledge that is vital to our future, and I will drain every last detail of it from his mind. And then he will learn the true meaning of pain.
Daleks are in there.
Flesh and blood part of them. Indeed, they are flesh and blood.
Some of them can move about.
How do I see?
Press the button. Here it out quickly, Harry.
You're not going in there, are you?
They're harmless enough, I think. Just unpleasant.
You don't want me to come in, do you, Doctor?
There's no need, Harry. It just remains to put the charges where they do the most damage. Shouldn't take them more than a couple of minutes.
I have made my decision. I accept your ultimatum. On one condition.
Go on.
That you allow me to speak to a full meeting of the elite, both scientific and military. Anyone you elect may speak against me. When this is done, a vote will be taken. I will abide by the decision of the majority.
You already know the decision of the majority. You will lose, Davros.
With such confidence, you can hardly deny my request. It was you who introduced the word Democracy?
Accepted some proposition. Very well. It's agreed.
The meeting will take place in 1 hour from now. Arrange it. You may go. Ours is the victory, Nida. We have won. They talk of democracy, freedom, fairness. Those are the creeds of cowards. The ones who will listen to 1,000 viewpoints and try to satisfy them all. Achievement comes through absolute power, and power through strength. They have lost.
The entrance to the bunker is just beyond the next rise. That's where they must be heading.
What's taking him so long?
It's a very delicate operation, Sarah. Still, it should have finished by now.
Doctor? Doctor, are you all right? What are you waiting for?
Just touch these two strands together, and the Daleks are finished. Have I that right?
To destroy the Daleks, you can't doubt it.
But I do. You see, some things could be better with the Daleks. Many future worlds will become allies just because of their fear of the Daleks.
It isn't like that.
But the final responsibility is mine. Mine alone. Listen, if someone who knew the future pointed out a child to you and told you that that child would grow up totally evil, to be a ruthless dictator who would destroy millions of lives, could you then kill that child?
We're talking about the Daleks, the most evil creatures ever invented. You must destroy them. You must complete your mission for the Time Lords.
Do I have the right? Simply touch one wire against the other, and it's it. The Daleks cease to exist. Hundreds of millions of people, thousands of generations can live without fear, in peace, and never even know the word Dalek.
Then why wait? If it was a disease or some sort of bacteria you were destroying, you wouldn't hesitate.
But if I kill, wipe out a whole intelligent life form, then I become like them. I'd be no better than the Daleks.
Think of all the suffering there'll be if you don't do it.
Doctor! Doctor, I've been looking everywhere for you. Davros has agreed to our terms.
He submitted?
He did, but he asked only one thing, that he might be allowed to address a meeting of all the elite, scientific and military.
He's going to put a case?
Yes, but a vote will be taken. It's a foregone conclusion. It'll be a complete landslide against any further development of the Daleks. We've won.
I'm grateful to you, Garman. More grateful than I can tell you.
The meeting's about to begin. Will you come?
Yes.
Everybody is here, Davros.
The issues are simple and clear-cut. I have given my life's work to the survival of our race. The travel machine I designed, the Dalek, will give the creature into which we will mutate its only possibility of continued existence.
But you have deviated from that intention. You have introduced genetic changes that will alter the mutation into a creature without morals and without ethics.
I have introduced aggression, without which no race can survive.
But aggression without a conscience.
History will show that cooperation between different species is impossible. The automated Dalek production line has been started. I gave no such order. Who did? I gave the command. You will perform no function unless ordered by me. You will obey only my commands. The production line is to be halted immediately. You heard my order. Obey! Obey! Neither.
Yes, Davros.
Production will continue.
Fire!
Oh, wait! He's coming! He's coming!
Now!
You must obey me. I created you. I am the master, not you. Our programming does not permit us to acknowledge that any creature is superior to the Daleks. You cannot exist without me. You cannot progress. We are programmed to survive. We have the ability to develop in any way necessary to ensure that survival. Main exit blocked by explosion for a length of at least 1,000 yards.
The incubator room. We were able to do anything.
Yes, with a little help from a Dalek. But I'm afraid I've only delayed them for a short time. Perhaps 1,000 years.
What?
The total time scale, no more than that.
Look. All inferior creatures are to be considered the enemy of the Daleks and destroyed. No, wait! Those men are scientists. They can help you. Let them live. Have pity. Pity. I have no understanding of the word. It is not registered in my vocabulary bank. Exterminate. For the last time, I am your creator. You must, you will obey me. We obey no one. We are the superior beings. Exterminate! We are entombed, but we live on. This is only the beginning. We will prepare. We will grow stronger. When the time is right, we will emerge and take our rightful place as the supreme power of the universe!
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Doctor Who YouTube channel. Well, how could I possibly forget that? For goodness sake.